Hey guys, today I'm reviewing the second episode of season 8 of Game of Thrones. I thought this episode was actually much better than the first episode of the season, which was very disappointing to me, to be honest. But this one was a little bit better, even if it doesn't really says much about what's going to happen in the end of this series. And it's a little bit about encounters and about people finding each other and about people talking. They talk a lot in this episode, which can be a little bit grating and annoying, and in other times it's like it's awesome, let's do more of this. So one of my favorite moments was when Theon arrived and Sansa just hugged him because he was the one who saved her basically from the Bolton crazy person. So that was great. I mean, that encounter was like, and Daenerys was like, what how do you know him or whatever? And of course she knows him for because of his sister, and because they pledged to her and then they disappeared and then they came back. So that was really nice. Of course, it was also nice when Daenerys and Sansa were talking together, and Sansa and everything was going great. They were getting along great. There were two powerful women just talking about how difficult it is to be in power. And then came the subject of what happens to the North after Daenerys takes the throne. And of course, again, Daenerys doesn't really want to give power away to other people, and of course that's a big thing to her. So of course that discussion, it didn't even end it because it was interrupted by Theon arriving. But that's a tense moment there, and we don't know how that's going to be resolved, because the other big thing in this episode, and that was actually big, not like in the last episode, Jon actually told Daenerys that he's a Targaryen, and she told him, sorry, that he's in line for the throne. He's the first one because he's a man, basically. And she was really pissed, and he seemed like he didn't get it, or he didn't knew that or something. That was, I mean, Jon is not the sharpest tool in the shed, basically. He's too kind and too good and too much of a nice person for this world, and maybe that's because I think that's why I think that he may be dying, but whatever. And Daenerys again has a problem with power because she was like, I'm pissed, I want to be queen. I don't know how this is going to be resolved, but let's get the fuck out. And there's a scene in the preview for the next episode which makes me think that she might be like bailing on them. Maybe she's riding Drogon and saying like, you know what? Fuck this, I'm going to kill Cersei, take her throne, and you guys can do whatever the fuck you want here. And that may happen because she's pissed. I mean, Daenerys is really pissed and she's really powerful, and I don't know what happens if people know that he's in line for the throne. I mean, they could fight each other there, and the Night King is at the doorstep, so what's the priority there, or whatever? Surviving or making the leading to the Iron Throne, claiming that, or what is it? So that's kind of insane. It was kind of nice to see also the Hound talking a little bit more. I mean, Arya, I just don't fully like Arya. I find her character a little bit annoying. All her interactions are so repetitive and so predictable and so boring. Just very. I mean, there are so many fantastic women in this show, like Cersei, like Daenerys, like many others, like Sansa. But Arya has always been too boring to me, to be honest, and I just don't like her moments. But I like the Hound talking. That was really amazing. And I miss Varys talking. I like, of course, Tyrion talking so much, and the reunion when they made Brienne a knight. That was really great because it was a nice moment to her, and that's another great female character, and she doesn't even have that much of a screen time. But that was a beautiful moment because it was like her finally arriving to the point of being what she always wanted to be, and rising to the occasion. And she's like conflicted in this moment, not only because she has to lead an army, but because a man that she kind of had a thing for, which who is Jamie, is there, and there's this guy Torment who's like really really annoying to her, like, you're beautiful, basically. He's always telling something that he thinks is cool, but it's not, which makes him hilarious. I mean, he's really funny. There are a lot of things like that, and really nice little moments. And this was a better episode. Again, there are some scenes that are like, oh, whatever, but there are others that are really, really good. And to be honest, I'm still rooting for Daenerys. I think Jon is too soft for this world, to be honest. And I don't think the world is going to change a lot because of the Night King. I mean, come on. I mean, people after that are going to be exactly the same thing, I would assume. So it's kind of insane. And maybe there are other moments like the Seaworth, like Davos and the little girl talking. That was a nice moment. But there are so many things that you just forget what happened. But this episode was so much better, and I can't wait for the next episode, which is the third one. And there are only 6 ones in this season, so it's going to be a blast. And I just want to see people dying. I just saw that sex scene, which was like stupid, but I want to see people die. So this is my review for for episode 2 of season 8 of Game of Thrones, and we're going to watch episode 3, of course, together next week. Thank you so much for watching this video. It may not have subtitles in Spanish, but sorry for that. I cannot do subtitles this late this day, whatever. So thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, share that down below whatever you thought about this episode, share it on social media, and of course subscribe to my channel. I'm sorry for my voice because I have problems today. Thank you so much. Goodbye.